He's here. Yay! Clap, 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 clap. People, can you take it? Because guess what? I'm sitting here, and Sheffy's right here. We've been doing this. We've been doing clinkies. All kinds of good fashion of things. It is awesome. Yay.
Actually ate together. We've been in the same room together. It's just been amazing.
We went and worked the floor at Shiftcon, which is where we are, by the way. Welcome, welcome. We are live in LA. We are at the Crown Plaza, LAX. We're at Shiftcon. This is Chef Dennis. I'm Mia Voss. You're watching the Mia Connect Power Chat. Yeah, so we worked the floor. We did. We looked like the Jerry Maguire scene.
We were.
Just like hitting it, the comedy team.
That's it.
That was us. So,
I
hey,
even
guys.
got to try the nipple butter.
I can't. Everybody's just dying in here. And we actually have folks who came to see us. I'm gonna turn it around. Hey, oh, look at how the tiara is going. Bill, One Great Life came to see us live. Joanne Woolley is here also. I'm trying to get the tiara to flip over to you. Yay. All right, intro, please.
Shelly from True Moon.
Yes, Shelly is.
You're going to make Chef really uncomfortable.
And look at Jean Layton who's over in the corner.
Take more than
Hey,
that.
girl! So, as you guys know, we are here live at Shiftcon, which is one of the first eco-wellness conferences. Leah Segedie has rocked out with her sock out and put this whole thing together. It is amazing, is it not?
It is incredible. I cannot believe the amount of people, the amount of brands, and how happy everyone is. You know, I think there's something to eating healthy.
Yeah, there is. And even the wine is good.
Yeah.
The wine is organic, and everything that we've been ingesting. I got up early and went to yoga. Somebody didn't.
I slept in. I thought it was Yoga Bear. I'm sorry.
Well, listen, there's a 5K run tomorrow, and what is it you want to bring?
A bucket of chicken.
Probably KFC, too, which would really get you mauled by
There we
people. Moms are not in a good way at all. So, yeah, guys, let's get to your comments. We're going to tell you about the speakers that are here today, too. Oh, hold on one second. We're actually, look how cool this is. We've got a whole setup. Look, that's how we look, by the way. We're on the big screen.
I can't switch on the big screen without the 20-second delay.
Oh, no, that's okay. Yeah, as long as we've got it muted. So,
Yeah.
So one of the reasons why we're here is that Chef Dennis and myself and Jean Layton and Amy Valpone, who is with the Healthy Apple, right, Jean? Mm-hmm. We're going to be speaking about Google Plus tomorrow.
Could be cream.
You do have the cream. That's awesome. There's going to be so many snapshots I can't even tell you. Yeah, this is what it's like with me and Greg, the Fighting Crown. So we're going to be talking about Google Plus tomorrow. Actually, Sheffy's going to be presenting to a lot of the brands today about. You're going to be serving up the Kool-Aid, ain't you?
That's it. I've got the Kool-Aid. I actually drank some of the Kool-Aid last night. So I'm going to be talking to the brands and give them some of mine. So we're going to be sharing Kool-Aids.
We did. So so far we have Farmbox LA. How much do we love that gal from Farmbox?
Oh, yeah.
Shut the front door. She is going to really rock out with doing.
She's so good.
So, and I'm going to be doing a lot of interviews. Between Chef and I and Jean, we're going to be doing a lot of interviews with brands as well. We have Dr. Bronner's Soap, Stonyfield Farm. Gary Hirschberg spoke last night. Oh, my God, my new boy crush. Dig that guy.
He was amazing.
He really was.
Yeah.
He recently was in Colorado, actually, working with Governor Hickenlooper, our governor, and he's very much involved. So go and check them out. Who else do we have that's here?
Oh, we'll have
Applegate.
Applegate, Organic Valley. There was the raw milk guy.
The raw milk guy.
amazing.
We're going to try and bring him on as well.
Molly Suds.
Happy Hoo Hoo.
Yeah, the Happy Hoo Hoo. Gotta love that.
Oh,
Really. I better stop. I'm just going to stop. Because I'll only get in trouble.
And you know what's fun? Is to watch Nazim and Debbie in the audience in our film strip, laughing their full heads off. So let me introduce the folks that are here in the film strip as well. Miss Debbie, as always, is coming through. Look how popular Chef is, getting phone calls during the show.
No, sorry. I'm sorry. That's not answer the hangover. I got food.
And my phone's ringing too. That's even better. Debbie, unmute yourself, girlfriend. You're actually filed in under Mia, which is awesome. You came in as me.
I like being, see, you always say, I'm Mia and you're not, and guess what? Today I am.
And can I talk about how much hurl I've been getting? Hashtag hip, hashtag hurl. Hangouts in real life has been crazy fun, insane. Debbie and I got to hang out last week. We've had so much action with Larry Cornelier, that sounded weird, but you know what I mean.
I did, and I just heard from Larry this morning. He's on his way up to Steamboat. He's loving Colorado. I'm trying to talk him into moving here.
We should, and I'll tell you what he'll have to do is I'll have to get a common law marriage between Greg and myself and Larry, because those two have been hitting it hardcore in my house while I've been gone. Maggie in Soweto, who's here, says, Larry calls her and says, guess where I'm at? I'm at Mia's house. He's like, but Mia's in L.A. She's like, does she know you're at her house? And then Chef is going to actually, has been now commissioned to come and stay at our house, too.
Yeah, I got a really cute message on Facebook that there was an urgent message for me on Google Plus telling me that I've been booked next week in the Colorado house to cook.
Yes, you've been told. You've been summoned. So what else do we have going on? And then we decided to ship in some Milan. What's up, Brother Nazim? Hi, darling.
Hey, thanks for the invite. I'm just enjoying the fact that you guys in the same room and the Tiara's doing this on Chef back and forth, and it's cracking me up.
And then I brought the glove in. You know, the glove originates from here in Disneyland. That when Greg and I were here, I can't get over this thing. This way it's Hamburger Helper, right? You know, it's definitely really good. So
I think we better keep it Mickey today. Hamburger Helper might
that'll get our butt.
Might have some GMOs in it. I don't know if they can spell GMO at Hamburger Helper.
I don't think so. They're like, what's GMO?
GMO. We don't got no GMO.
We don't put that in our food.
No mo GMO.
Exactly. Well, Nazim, we're going to talk about some of the guests that we had here because it's pretty interesting. We want to hear your Italian perspective of the food production in your country, and obviously we're a hot ass mess here in the States.
Well, it's funny that you bring that up because I just registered next month. There's a big Barilla Food Center conference over here, and I'm going to be attending it. And they're basically in Barilla, which is the people that make the pasta over here, a Whole Foods convention where they're going to be talking about, the approach towards a different type of, good foods to have involved in not only pasta, which is quite interesting.
I love it. So yeah, you definitely. I knew we brought you in for a reason. Definitely. And look, I think Jean Layton is out in the crowd. Now let me see. I think we might. Can you unmute yourself now, girlfriend? Uh-oh. Debbie, can we unmute her? Do you think, or are we able to do that?
She's got to do it from her phone.
You have to do it from your phone, Miss Jean. She's out wandering the halls harassing people.
Which is a good thing.
As she's wont to do, and she's very good at that. And we may, if you can find anybody, Jean, great, and if not, we'll have you come back in because we want to.
No,
there she is.
Sorry, it took a second. I'm here in the room next door.
I might
and needs to see the visual first.
It is really bad, actually, Jean. I think it might be too tough because everybody's on their interwebs. You guys can you hear us?
Yes. No worries. I can hear you.
Oh, now she's fine.
Yeah.
Now it'd be Hayes.
I go back out in the hall. Here, I can always do the old, This is Earth Mama Angel Baby.
Guys, hi, ladies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
you guys want to you're up.
That's
so this is next door. I don't want to walk in on the other speakers because they're all busy in their presentations.
Hey, you know what? Here comes the big woman. And the woman out there. Look at, she's so gorgeous. I said, you know what I mean? Ooh, hold on. I got to get a little booty spank going actually on the screen. Guys, if you want to know why this is happening today, it's because of I get a crown. This you do. I get a crown. Hold on, I got to do this for you. I'm loving it so much. So, I met you through Chef Dennis a couple months ago. You came on my show. Joanne Woolley was actually on the show as well. That was about the moms who mean business. And you were talking about this then. We knew you were making it happen, but we didn't know you were making it happen this big.
Wow. Well, thank you.
Yes.
This has been something I've been working on for a year and a half. And I brought you guys in really early because it was really important to me to have the Google Plus community represent.
Is it represent?
Represent.
Like an old white woman. I don't know.
Wait, where'd my
I
crown
know.
go? I had a crown. It disappeared.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Oh, there it goes. There you go, baby girl. Come on, go. Okay, I'm
That's
gonna
good.
do
You
this.
get to keep the tiara.
There
I
you
got
go.
it back. I thought you were gonna give me a halo, but I think instead of a halo, I really need like little devil horns.
Well, we did that for you the last time too.
I know. I really need the devil horns.
So I am loving it because it's so you. There's girl. Oh, there you go. That's what you get. So you guys, so Leah opened up last night. We're here at Crown Plaza. First of all, we walked in. She has gotten so many people on board. How many sponsors and participants do you have?
Well, total we have about 60 plus sponsors, and about 34 of them are here and expoing. So
yes.
Then we have a lot of them here, but they're not expoing. So we have a lot of brands involved in Shiftcon. I mean, honestly, it makes perfect sense because there's a big shift in consciousness right now. There's people paying attention.
Hashtag shift happens.
Shift happens. Shift happens. People are just paying more attention.
Yes.
And they're paying more attention because they're getting sick. There's autism, there's allergies, there's cancer, there's asthma, there's all of these insane diseases that we didn't have that weren't prevalent 20 years ago. And there's been a lot of changes that have happened in the last 20 years, and it mostly has to do with more chemicals. So, Shiftcon is just like us trying to take that pendulum and swing it back.
Yes.
And we do it through content creators, through influencers, through people on social media, because at the end of the day, I'm saying this, they own the television, they own the radio, they own magazines, but they don't own social media.
And this isn't like this alarmist kind of thing that the attitude is here. It's a lot of people that are coming through this because of their own experience. Right. Robin that was speaking this morning, Robin O'Brien, she's a mom of 4 and wakes up and her kid is having this crazy allergy reaction, and her life was changed from there. And knew nothing about us. So she got us all kinds of fired up today, didn't she? Yeah. Big time. So, and then you have the same experience because your kids, I watch you on social media. You share your story all the time about the struggles you go through. When you were talking about going to Disneyland with your kids, like that you couldn't even take your kids because shit's so jacked up.
Well, yeah, the hard thing is, we have an oldest with autism too.
Okay.
And so Disneyland changed how they deal with children with autism, and it just made it so difficult to go. We just don't go anymore. They changed all the rules, but that's okay for them. But the thing is there are so many children now, and I was looking at all the stats that Robin O'Brien had up in the CDC, and I think it's 1 in every 64 children have autism. Allergies is out of the roof. It's increased 400% in the last 15 years. I think autism is 1,500% increase. And these just things like this it's not just me. It's women all over the United States are having all the same story. So they can say whatever they want, but we talk to each other and we know what our lives are like and we know what we're having to do.
Communities, things like that.
That's the truth. The truth cannot be combated if it's personal experiences one-on-one. And that's what we're sharing online. And we're saying, what is going on here? And can we find the root cause? And let's get stuff done. Because, 1,500% increase in autism, I don't want that to be a 3,000 increase by the next 5 years, and I'm really afraid that that's what's going to happen, and people are really afraid, and so it's just us taking our country back. This is patriotism at the very, very
root level,
finest root level.
It is.
We're saying no more. I'm sorry, no more. And the reason social media is so awesome is because it reminds me of the bougie cafes during the French Revolution. Because the French Revolution, it's not like I want people to revolt in the streets or anything, but it started with everyday people talking in coffee houses, just talking to each other and reading and sharing their experiences, and that's how it started. It always starts down at the very common level, and it
coffee table, coffee napkins, talking over drinks, because that's what we do. I'm just saying. Hold on one second. Let's pull up some comments, because I know Debbie. I bet things are blowing up because they know how excited I get with this one. By the way, right here. So let's see. We've got. Looks like Debbie. You have a couple of them. I'll pull up. Hi Heidi, great to be together. In Los Angeles, I missed her. Hi Adam. Guessing Shiftcon is one you want to be pronounced right. The Shiftcon hits the fan. Nice. I love that. By the way, the volunteer tech folks are amazing at Shiftcon. Joanne is right behind us. She has been a tweeting crazy woman. I love it. Absolutely. Getting my seat. Did you save me one? David Henry Pipe. I know he's in the audience too. Awesome. Shift is happening because of this woman. That's right. I'm loving it. Oh, perfect. Let's see. I also have one from Richard O. When do we get to see here your interviews, Chef Dennis Littley? We are going to be doing some interviews as well. We're this guy that Richard, Gary Hirschberg, that we talked with last night from Stonyfield. I mean, he really got us all kinds of wound up. But again, these aren't people that are just saying it to be extremist or to freak people out, but it does freak you out. Don't get me wrong,
because it's the truth.
It's definitely
it cuts like a knife. The truth cuts like a knife. But you gotta hit, and then you just gotta okay, what do I do? And then we take action. But sometimes you really have to hear it first.
And we're hearing a lot of stats. That was something that Robin brought up today. It wasn't like she's just throwing out these numbers. She's literally bringing
from
out
the CDC.
Yeah, from the CDC,
Center Disease Control,
from the CIA, talking about the lifetime expectancy. Ours is super low. So just these numbers, when you start to see the correlation of the GMOs that have gotten that's kind of crap out of me, by the way. Monsanto freaks me out anyway. So, and this is not a political thing, guys. It really is about your day-to-day life. See, I'm getting all kinds of stuff.
Well, and the great thing I love about what Gary said last night is 92% of Americans want our food label to see if it's GMOs. And where do 92% of Americans agree with anything? This is like the only thing that we agree on, right?
It's so true.
It is true. It's true. I mean, the stats are there. It's just what we have to do is talk about it.
Yep.
It's a conversation that we just need to have. It's a conversation that we need to tell other people about. And as we tell other people, and social media is a big part of that, stuff changes. The shift happens, right?
It really, and that is what, again, that's why I want to toot your horn while you're sitting right here of putting this all together, because we walk in, and that really is a ton of people that you think that are just, they didn't plan, but I mean, they're having a good time, they're talking. I love the social media part of it too, because we've been to other conferences, but one, you're walking the talk, because we got up, not this one, like I said, but me, and that one, Joanne got up, did yoga this morning. We had that. We had a great breakfast, gluten-free. Rudy's Bakery also rocked it out for us. So they're walking the talk.
They are.
And doing some good info. What else do we have, Debbie? You have some other good comments? And we've got a lot of good people. Oh, Lisa Simpson says you had me at organic wine.
We do, and we've got all organic wine here. We did organic. It's additive-free and GMO-free. Everything, So with the alcohol, and the alcohol was the most difficult one. We had to. We talked to my girlfriend Bonnie Hari, who's also called the Food Babe, and she has a very extensive list of GMO-free alcohol that it's taken her over a year to compile this list, from literally calling every single brand and getting their ingredients, which is really hard. They don't have it on the bottle. So we used her list, and we got organic wine, we got additive-free beer. So it's like Heineken. Heineken is like one of the only ones, Sierra Nevada, Heineken, and like 805, and those breweries that are those old school, old craft breweries are perfect, are fine.
Yeah.
But it's the big beer, like, Corona you want to avoid. It's those kind of things you want to avoid. And then we also have organic whiskey and gin and tequila, and then we have organic juice, and we brought kombucha. So, if you feel bad drinking, put a little kombucha in it, and at least you're getting your wellness on, right?
It really is. But what I'm loving, this is what it means. It doesn't have to be, because I come from Colorado, so how crazy like the Boulderites are. It just seems like it has to be this giant shift to a new lifestyle. It's you can have this regular lifestyle and then have the things that are really helping, but you do have to do a lot of label detecting, and you got to get your info out there. Plus, as we talked about too, the other tough thing is the cost.
Yeah.
So talk about that, like how we're trying to make this so that it's not this crazy thing.
I mean, at the end of the day, the people that I really care about are the Walmart shoppers. Okay, I want to see in 10 years from now them having so many choices of things that they can have grasp at their fingers, and I don't even want them to know what we did. That's what I want to have happen.
Yes.
And the only way to do that is to expand the organic consumer, all these brands. These brands have to win. If these brands grow, it grows their distribution, which also grows and gets it into the Walmarts, gets it into the Krogers, gets it everywhere. When these brands win, everybody wins. The only person who doesn't win is Monsanto.
Well,
God, they suck.
yeah, they do.
Just say it out there. Hey, Jean, do you have anybody out there you want us to talk with? Oh, friend, we hear you whispering about us. We can hear you talking about us. We'll
Can I,
come
can I
back.
ask a quick
Joe
question?
just laughed at Shift Happens. Yes, he did. Dawn Swig. Hi, twins. She's same birthday, same year. Scott, yes, thank you, Leah. They own the television, radio, magazines, but they own social media. Amen. You said that last night. We're taking back the country. Holla, holla. Hey, Carmen. Hey, girlfriend. This is not only about the States. Yeah, let's talk about that. Nazim, I want to have you pipe in. He's from Milan. It is international. Share the information around the world in microseconds. Preach,
Yeah,
sister.
it's pretty huge. I mean,
That is awesome. Hey, Nazim, yeah, pipe in on that, brother.
yeah, here in Italy, as you all know, I think Europe has a very strong stand about it. They're fighting it because obviously Monsanto has tried in every way possible to come into this country and change the standards of what we get, we get on the food table served over here. I know that in Spain they were able to do something with the corn issue, but from reading the latest information that I have, Italy is still quite very good with that. I had a quick question. I know it might be a little bit too early, but what are the numbers of people attending the conference at this point?
Right, we have 270 people that registered.
Okay.
We don't have every single one of them here. I think right now, because we have a lot of locals that are coming, and they're coming in literally right now because LA people don't wake up for breakfast. So at today, we'll be at our biggest. We'll be at about 270.
Excellent.
Between 170 and 190 of them are bloggers or content creators, people in social media, and then the rest of them are from nonprofits and brands.
So what's cool about that too is that we're not just talking about people that are attending and they're not plugged in.
Right.
So super smart on your part as well. Like it's more people that you should see the Twitter feed. It's just like it just goes nuts every time we're talking, which I almost did this and I held back. So we had a hard time tweeting in the room, right? But you asked us to do the hashtag, is it Organic Beef Fast?
Organic Beef Fast. Yeah.
Organic Beef Fast, and say what we liked about the breakfast. So I took a picture of the sausage and said I like the big sausages. And then I started to die. But I almost tweeted it, and I knew it was right when Robin was finishing like this really serious talk. Can you imagine the Twitter feed of me, like with my big sausage? Like,
I say let it go, girl. It's social media. Let it fly.
I don't know
Last
why
night,
I didn't say that to you.
Well, Gary Hirschberg was giving his speech, and it was all serious at that one point. Alan Lewis, who's from Colorado, he's with Natural Grocers, he wrote, "Oh, Gary's so beautiful. I have such a crush on him," or something
so
to that effect.
hot.
Yeah, he said something like that. And I look at the feed, and I'm like, I had to keep myself from busting up laughing. Gary's up there. I'm trying to be all serious, like,
and you guys,
Gary,
it's literally on these two large screens that are on either side of the speaker too. So you know it's all these serious comments, and Gary's making great, and it just goes, Gary Hirschberg, so hot. It's like,
and this was a guy. So I mean, and it's Alan. He was just poking at him a little bit.
God.
While he's up there.
I'm loving this combo plate of these two, by the way. I'm gonna pull up a few more. Hey, Alan Chong, he's here. I know you know him. So say no more. Say no. So say no more. Things like GMO foods, pesticide, preservatives, modified fats. We just talked about the success of medical care and unnecessary meds. We literally just talked about that too.
Robin O'Brien was talking about how it all boils down to the food subsidies, the farm subsidies, which we pay taxes.
Know about that, girlfriend.
We pay our taxes. They take our tax dollars and subsidize the chemical companies through farming insurance, and you can't get this insurance unless you use GMOs. So you're not even able to get this. So that means that no matter what happens to their crop, they get paid. And they had subsidies for a really long time for those farmers, but I think they took it away this year. But they bumped up the insurance, and the farmers are actually making out better than they were before now with the subsidies. So what really needs to happen is us as citizens need to say, this isn't a farm bill. This is a food bill,
right?
And we all have a say. And I think they've made it so complicated so that the average person doesn't understand that this is where their tax money is going. Your tax money is literally being filtered through to Monsanto, Dow, Syngenta, these biotech technology companies, and we don't know about it. And that's what's happening. And then if you're an organic farmer, you're a farmer who wants to produce food without all these chemicals, you get taxed and taxed and taxed and taxed and taxed. So it's like,
because you were saying because they have to prove that it's organic, and
prove that it's organic, prove that it's healthy, prove that it's organic and safe.
Right.
Then they get no insurance, they get no subsidies, they get no help, and it's more money because you have more people. So we're pulling weeds as opposed to spraying them. That takes more manpower. So all of the costs are higher. all of the costs are higher. So these organic farms, so when we're talking about the price of organic is expensive, if you look at it in terms of how much money is going into the other side, there's actually more money. That food is more expensive. And then when we eat it and we think it's cheap food, we think it's inexpensive, but then we're having to pay with medical
On the
bills
flip side.
and doctors and
right.
all of those things. And at the end of the day, if you really look at this and you pull yourself back and you look at it in terms of the United States versus Europe, Europe has national health care, which means they don't make mistakes because they have to pay for them. The government is liable. So the liability goes to the government. Here in the U.S., liability is on the backs of the citizens. So we pay our taxes, it goes away, and then we don't get any relief, any benefit, or anything like that. And I'm not saying that we need to have socialized healthcare. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that because we have the liability on the backs of the citizens, because our system is very different, and because the government's like, it's not my problem, all this stuff happens. They let things in that in Europe they don't let in. I mean, if you think about,
that was amazing.
if you take food, if you don't even look at food and you just look at personal care products, by the way, you just look at personal care products, your shampoos, your conditioners, your lotions, there are 1,328 substances in the EU that are banned. Banned. Guess how many of those the United States have banned?
You're going to make me cry.
11. 11.
And I'm laughing because I'm trying to
That's
keep from
just
crying.
personal care. It's not even talking about food. We could go into food, and it's like the
Cosmetics,
same idea.
and I did love that.
Cosmetics.
And it's so funny. The ladies from Happy Who had this really funny video, and it was about tampons. It was take back the box. Or
Right.
something.
Right.
It was the box,
and they're
and
like
it was
dancing in the
Poop in the box. You know what that song is. So, but I love that too, because these are just things that, I mean, not to get on a little kick about the women's products, but I mean, it really, it's a big deal. It's not paid attention to, so I was getting a little fired up about.
And we're
that
very
as well,
vascular and very sensitive in that area, and it just sucks up everything. And we're talking about cancer. One of every 3 women will get cancer in their lifetime. Are we waiting for it to be 3 to 3?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what we're waiting for. What are we waiting for?
Yeah, we're getting fired up. Look, Bill Reed's got it. Now, this is a long comment. They always don't show up, but he's like, we are part of the supply and demand, and we demand safe and accurately labeled food. We refuse to eat ice cream containing antifreeze. We talked about that. Refuse to eat foods with natural flavors. Just because it says natural doesn't mean it won't kill you. Support local food sources and farmers. Cut out massive distribution and processing. By the way, kombucha rocks. Been drinking and brewing it for several years. Go, Bill. So there was a video that you showed last night, and it was a spoof, but it really was good about how our eyes are drawn to like the stuff. I just love hitting up on Sheffy, but I'm literally leaning on Sheffy.
It's called The Natural Effect. So if you guys Google The Natural Effect, this YouTube video will pop up. It's from Only Organic, so look for Only Organic. They sponsored our reception last night. Thank you.
They did.
And they're fantastic. And Gary Hirschberg is the founder of that, who's also the chairman of Stonyfield. Come on in. Come watch. Yay. Cute shoes.
Sorry, a squirrel. I'm like, squirrel, cute shoes.
My line. I will do that.
Squirrel. So listen, what else do we have? Adam's got a comment. Support your local organic CSA. Good Lord, that stuff is good and fresh. Amen. What's the bill number?
The bill number? Oh, you're probably talking about the initiatives. There's 2 initiatives happening right now in Oregon and Colorado. I don't remember the numbers right off the top of my head.
108?
105.
105 for Colorado, and then for Oregon, do you know off the top of your head what it is? 92 for Oregon. Labeling GMOs. Right now, the opposition is spending millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars to buy up television commercial space to try to tell you guys that you don't really want labeling. It's going to raise your cost of food. But you know what? That is not true. It is absolutely not true. So, I mean, it's a matter of they just don't want to change, and they're willing to fork out millions and millions and millions. And I mean, just in California alone, it was over 40 million that they pooled to stop in California. Yeah. I mean, we had like 15 million, and they had 45 million, I think, at the end of the day. And I mean, it's like, and we were like this close to winning. We're going to do it again in 2016, and we will win this time.
But this is what the great thing about this event, and everybody talking again with getting at bloggers, is the education component, because we all get so overwhelmed. I mean, Kia and I had a great conversation. You got to see Kia. Oh, please. Hey, girl. I'll give you the little thing, too. She actually lives 5 minutes from me in Colorado, and it's so funny because we're going to be definitely chatting about a lot of the things, but it's the education piece, especially with all the elections coming up, about getting out there. So each of us is empowered.
Yes.
Absolutely for it.
That was what I
get
wanted.
Smart. I know it.
I'm smart.
It's a no-brainer when you hear it.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, I understood, I knew it, but I wasn't really totally on board.
Yeah.
And once I sat there and listened to Gary Hirschberg, I'm going, you have to be pretty freaking stupid not to understand this.
Don't dumb yourself down.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think it's just people don't pay attention because they think I'm okay, the government's looking out for me. There's someone there looking out for me.
You don't realize how bad it is.
But that's the thing. It's gotten out of hand. It's just kind of the runaway train.
Yeah.
It's the runaway train, and right now we need to put the brakes on and turn it back this way. Now, my father was a locomotive engineer for about 25, 30 years, and he would tell me that when you're driving a train that's as big and heavy as it is, and we're talking like a mile long, you don't want to go fast. You want to go slow and slow and slow and feel that road so that you do not derail. Well, we've been going way too fast.
Oh, we've been balls
and we're
out.
way too heavy. And we need to
just
slow down, right? And kind of feel the road and then go backwards because we've gone too far in one direction. And we really need to think about what we're doing because the train is too big.
Way too much. We've got that from Adam. Do you have any other comments, Ro? Oh, I love this from Coach G. Wants to know if my glove is a hot pad. Yes, it actually can double at times. Again,
what's a hot pad?
You know, like when you put your plate, you know.
I was thinking she was gonna sit on it or something.
Well, I know it's been in her lap, so I figured.
Hot pocket.
So I'm gonna run. I love you. I love you.
So
Thank you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with us at Shiftcon, yo. Yo.
Okay, and what do you want
Shift
to
happens.
do? Shift happens. So it's Shiftcon Media is the website, right?
Shiftcon Media is the website. If you guys want to come next year, I'm going to announce the date on Saturday.
Good.
But we're going to have this next year, and it's going to be bigger and better next year. So everyone has to come.
Absolutely.
Everyone has
and
to
then
come.
we have a big speaker coming up too. Tell us about the next couple things coming up for all of us that's here.
So today we're going to have Sarah Snow speak at our reception at Healthy Child, and that's going to be at the Marriott. And then tomorrow we're going to have Margie Kelly speak from the Breast Cancer Fund. That hashtag is Rethink the Pink, and that is all about the irony of pink marketing. And the idea behind pink marketing is you see all of these companies, covering themselves in pink and giving to Breast Cancer Fund, and the irony of that is they contain ingredients that cause cancer. So we are just drawing attention to that on Saturday night. We're going to have a big dance party as well. So
we all have to hang out together because it's unpopular in the big market at times, but you guys are pushing through.
We're pushing, we're shifting it. We're shifting it.
And
you guys are part of that.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, thank you.
I'm going to see you in a little bit too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because we're going on with Sheppy after this. So bye, girlfriend. Anybody else want to come up and talk real quickly about their product? And we probably have some more comments. Debbie, you have anything?
Come on.
No, you go first. I'll go first.
Hold on one second. Let's see if we have any other. Scott says, what an insightful comment, Leah, because European governments are liable for health care. Their regulations are pro-health. Amen to that. Jean, did you have any other comments too? All right, I got to take these off too. Girlfriend, can you hear us?
I can. It's kind of quiet in the halls. Everybody's in the other sessions, and I can stand at doorways and peek in, but I'm not sure about the conversation giving you feedback or not.
So
I'm actually
on pesticides, right?
One's pesticides, one's on the legal aspects of blogging, and the third, I'm not remembering the third one, the legal aspects and implications of blogging and activism. They are across the hall, and full room.
Okay, girlfriend. We're going to do a few more comments, and then look, we've got a hot one right here. Hey.
Hey.
Tell us who you are and what you do.
My name is Stacey Lyon, and I'm the creator of Healthy Hoo Hoo.
This is what I was talking about, you guys. Which, by the way, matches everything. These are all my colors. I got such a kick out of everything that you have. I love the fun spin that you put onto it, too. So go for it, girl. Let's talk about what you do.
Well, I tried to make a very unpopular, rather taboo subject fun, so that's why we came up with the name.
She actually has it on her sweater. Can you guys see that? It's so cute.
Yeah, I've got all brand colors here. It's a really fun color. Yeah, we're not a fan of pink, by the way. Yeah, just trying to make a really taboo subject fun because this is a serious part of women's bodies. And when I say serious, I'm talking about opening to the body that absorbs a lot of chemicals. And so we all talk about, what we put on our face. We all talk about what we eat. We talk about our boobs.
Yeah.
But we don't talk about the hoo-hoos. Her hoo-hoo. So we're here to try and make it fun and easy to talk about our most precious parts and trying to, build up the awareness of what we expose her to and trying to keep the chemicals away. And also healthy lifestyle tips, because if you aren't eating right, drinking enough water, exercising, stay away from stress, you can also have problems down there. So we kind of encompass the whole vulvo-vaginal wellness aspect.
She said vulva.
I did. It's one big word, though. One big word.
She actually gave us 2 V words.
Yes, yes.
In case the discomfort level wasn't there, we're going to give you 2. But you know what? It just, 2 mints in one. Remember that commercial? But you know what? I do love that, though. I think it's so important. I think people are not paying attention. It is an uncomfortable conversation. But let's say, what's the percentage of women overall in the world? Are we at 49%? 50? Oh, I love that even better. 51% have hoo-hoos out there. Come on, folks. There's boobs and hoo-hoos. So,
yeah.
I want to see how many times I can say hoo-hoo.
I know, it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun.
Weren't there those little treats that were wrapped
Okay, I cannot take Sheffy anywhere.
Yeah, and just for the record, for healthy hoo-hoo, don't eat ho-hos.
Yeah, that's actually a good rule of thumb, too.
Yeah, we've also got another one that's no foo-foo on the hoo-hoo.
Oh, yeah.
No foo-foo. Yeah, we're all about...
Stop trying to make me smell like a meadow.
Exactly, we smell like we smell. We don't need to smell like a floral bouquet. Yeah.
Having so much fun with this. All right, so to get serious, though, tell me what got you into this issue. What made you champion the hoo-hoo?
I had this crazy week of 3 conversations, and trust me, I'm not the type of person who talks about these things normally, but in 1 week of my life, I had a light bulb moment that I just couldn't ignore. And it started off with a conversation with my roommate from college, and she had just had a double breast mastectomy. And so we were talking, and I'm asking her all about it, and she told me that they had actually found parabens, which is a preservative, in her breast cancer tissue biopsy. And I'd never heard the word parabens, and this is just 4 years ago. And I'm a semi-enlightened person, but I felt kind of dumb that I didn't know what a paraben was. So she told me that she was swapping out all of her products with parabens, and it was her understanding that it's kind of our daily exposure. We've got parabens in our shampoos and all of this stuff, and we're layering it on. And like most toxins, environmental toxins, whatever toxins, they love to go to fat tissues. And so our boobs
we have more.
We've got more here. We've got more down by our reproductive organs.
Yes.
So that's why you see a lot of
we're screwed.
We're really we
got
are.
The period.
We're screwed.
We got the menopause. Could somebody give us a break?
I know. But
but you're a champion.
As Shelley will tell us, it's really cool to have a period, though. By the way.
It is.
So after hearing her story, I started getting on the internet, and I started researching parabens, and I was like, wow, light bulb there. Next conversation was just another girlfriend, and she was saying something wasn't right down there, and I'm like, I think we're just supposed to leave it alone. I don't know. So I got on the internet, and I started looking up, and I found some more information. Third conversation on a Friday afternoon, this is September 2009, was with a friend of mine, and she's an OBGYN, and she wanted to quit her job, and I'm like, what's going on? She's like, I got in this business to deliver babies, and all I'm seeing is all of these women coming into my office, this big increase of women coming in for vaginosis and vaginitis issues down there. And she said, we're in this perfect storm, and I love marketing. So I'm like, perfect storm, trend, what's going on? And it was her thoughts that number one, we're eating a high sugar processed food diet. Number 2, we're over cleansing, these toilet wipes and constantly showering.
And that's commercial stuff too. And you guys, I'm sorry, I do have a 50-50 audience out there, but a lot of you like hoo-hoos. I'm just saying. Or you have friends with hoo-hoos.
And you're going to love those people with the hoo-hoos. So this is all good stuff.
Right.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dennis.
And speaking as a man, I prefer a healthy hoo-hoo.
What testimony do I need?
Throws down the mic.
Yeah, there it is. And then the final straw is that we're wearing really, polyester underwear and yoga pants. Where 50 years ago these women walked around with skirts. They had all cotton underwear.
Muffled hoo-hoos.
So we're keeping her from breathing.
It really is a perfect storm for that too.
Set her free.
Set her free. Sleep without your underpants, gal. Sleep without your underpants.
Yes, please.
That makes it easier for things too. You didn't think it was gonna be the sausage.
It's so fun. I love it. Yeah.
We told you. We did that. And Rain's got
I had a quick question. How long has the company been going? Your company?
Good question.
My products were launched up in Swedish hospitals up in Seattle in the spring of 2011.
Okay, cool.
I got so transfixed by muffled hoo-hoos, I didn't even think about, like, the
Actually, no, I take that back. It was fall of 2011. It was really the spring of 2012 that we went on with Whole Foods and drugstore.com.
Excellent.
I love this one. Adam says, who amongst us hasn't accidentally looked up hoo-hoos on the internet?
Accidentally?
Yeah, go ahead with your bad self.
I don't know.
Hi, Rain. She says, so happy to hear about the awareness of feminine hoo-hoo products. Would love to see the removal of bleach and harmful chemicals. I think what's a little, not to dog you down, but what is kind of tough is that you're talking about this. You're saying 2011. How long tampons have been around, do you think?
Since the 50s.
Okay, so yeah, we've had over 50 years.
They weren't always this bad.
No, true, but I mean, but that's part of what we were talking about too. Let's see, it's 11:41. Do you want to come up and
Yeah,
talk
she's
real
got the
quick, and then-
tampon talk.
Yeah, we're gonna do tampon talk. We're gonna bust that too.
Dennis was having a blast. Thank you so much. It was a blast.
I appreciate it. And that was Stacey Lyon. You guys go and check her out at healthyhoohoo.com. I mean, how tough is that? Talk about some good branding. Adam Music, he's on fire today, says Commando Commandos. Team No Pants. Hashtag Horton here's at Healthy Hoo Hoo. And then, hi, Leela says, so I come in late, and what do I hear? Chef Dennis saying he prefers a healthy hoo-hoo. So now this is going to be a great day. Bill Reed, you're right. Chicks are so complicated. Go figure, right? Come on in and have a seat real quick. And then, guys, we will take some more. Hey, this is a good comment. Our skin is our largest organ. Mia Connect. Holla, holla. That is so true. So, hi, tell us who you are and talk about tampons.
So, my name is Shelly Wright, and I'm the co-founder of True Moon Organic Tampons and Starter Kit. And so my story is very much similar to Stacy's. We just met yesterday, but we're like bonded for life already.
Hoo-hoo bonding.
Yeah, hoo-hoo bonding. That's a whole nother show.
That we have to pay for.
Yeah, right. That one could be a pay-per-view.
But I guess about a year and a half ago, my business partner and I were just kind of uncovering what's in tampons that we really didn't know about. And it's amazing that I've gone through 40 years of my life without, we have no idea.
You had these things for a while.
Bleach and pesticides and rayon, and the bleaching of rayon creates dioxins, which are known cancer-causing carcinogens. The EPA says no level is safe, but the FDA says, well, a little bit's okay. So, a little bit of cancer.
I bet not one of them have a hoo-hoo.
Yeah, exactly. So we were on board with the organic tampons, and we discovered that Trader Joe's took their tampons off the market. They had an organic brand. A little further digging, I found out Target had organic tampons that they took off the shelf. So the problem isn't that there wasn't anything available. It's that we as consumers had no idea why organic? Why is it important?
Right.
So our tampons are 100% organic cotton. There's nothing else in them at all. So this is the packaging for the starter kit. And
do you
the
get one of
second
these
part,
in a little swag bag?
no, but you're going to get one today.
Yeah.
So what we found out was that these tampons aren't selling. Why aren't they selling? Because nobody knows about it. Why doesn't anybody know about it? Because nobody wants to talk about tampons.
They really don't.
It's we were in the hallway yesterday, and as soon as tampons, you're like, okay, I'm out of here, bye.
He stayed for a little bit. I gotta give him a little bit.
No,
Because it was blocked.
great
It
about
get through.
But I always like to tell people that even if you're even if you have a penis, you're going to be concerned about this, because if you've ever had a wife or a daughter or a girlfriend, knowing what times of the month she's on her cycle, what part of the month she's on, is so important. And I'm not talking about the period.
More about empowerment
I'm
and
talking
education.
about hormones.
Yes.
So one of my favorite things to do is to educate adolescent girls who are so terrified about their upcoming cycle. It's either icky or embarrassing or shameful, or we've got stories of girls thinking it's this horrible thing because it's somehow a punishment from what Eve did in the garden. I mean, I've heard everything.
We've been
I've
getting
heard
the short end of
everything.
the stick for a long time.
And girls have so much misinformation about what's going on. So we like to teach them about their whole cycle. And I'll tell you that this day of the month right here, pain tolerance is highest. So it's an awesome day to go get, a dentist appointment or whatever you wouldn't normally want to do.
I thought you were going to talk about S&M or something.
Now we're getting sick.
I cannot take this one anywhere. Hold on, let me this one anywhere. I'm telling you. So,
And
that
then
makes
so
a lot of sense.
there's days of the month when your brain clarity is highest, your articulation skills are highest, your creativity. There's studies that show the right side of the brain is more active during week 4 of your cycle. So if you know what's going on, you know, it doesn't change how you plan your whole life, but it just, you're aware, you have a little bit more control.
You
It's
got a
just
little
empowering. So we give these talks to girls, and they come into the room going, oh my God, I don't want to talk about periods, and they leave going, this is so cool, this is awesome.
I almost feel like you have to have these talks with us gals.
Exactly.
Because
So
we're still those young girls. We've learned it at that.
And
so
you-
unless we're
yeah.
talking to someone like you or running into someone like you, you're not going to see this on mainstream. You're not even going to see it on Lifetime or anything like that because they're bought out.
Exactly.
Sorry, I'm going to get on a rant, but they're bought. That's big commercial things as well too. So.
Well, and the other thing that Stacey and I were talking about yesterday is that what my partner and I found is that women generally don't want to talk about this, and they won't go that extra step to talk about their own health. But if you talk about their daughter, if I can help your daughter,
we get super
they're
fierce.
open. They're open, you know, the front door is open, and then we're getting to the moms, to the daughters as well. Be healthier, be more positive. There are studies that show feeling positive about your cycle actually reduces your PMS symptoms. So there's so much benefit to just being open to talk about it.
I can absolutely believe that. I think that yeah, there's such a stigma. We joke about it. We got the Aunt Flo, we got whatever the words we've been saying for years and years. How you doing, Sheffy? By the way, I'm just checking in on you because we've really gone down the rabbit hole.
Hey. Pardon the pun.
Oh, pardon the pun. Listen, tell us where we can find you and what a call to action would be.
Okay, so we are on mytruemoon.com. We sell directly. We're also on Amazon, and we are also at theperiodstore.com, which is a monthly subscription. So you can get theperiodstore.com. And we're in a few local stores here in LA, but we've been in business just a little bit under a year, so we're not like big on shelves yet, which eventually we'd like to get there. But
Can I ask a
I
question?
would love to see this mainstream. Oh
yeah.
From across the pond, is it available in Europe by any chance?
It's not yet. We have to London about bringing it over there, but so far we've just started here. We deliver nationally and also to Canada, but probably globally as we're talking another year out or so. But love to be.
Definitely. Listen, you got a wife and a daughter, boyfriend, right? You're pro hoo-hoo. Right?
It's a house full of hoo-hoo here.
We need to get shirts that say that. I'm pro.
With a little drink.
Yeah, or just say woo-hoo for who.
Oh, hold on a second. You guys got to see this. Hold on a second. Woohoo for hoo-hoo. I need to remind me. I need to come in.
And thank you for having us on, because I feel like, you know, eating healthy, eating organic has become mainstream recently, and we're starting to think about lotions and cosmetics too, but this is kind of like the last frontier. You know, nobody's really thought about organic for the hoo-hoo, so, you know.
Holy go. Where no man's gone before. Hey!
Where no man has gone before.
Totally. Thank you so much. I
really
appreciate it. You guys, we're going to post everyone's links, and because this is big. This is big stuff. This is good education
really good,
too.
and we'll probably be doing more about this on our shows upcoming. Hopefully, we can have you on as guests regularly and do some more awareness, because it's really an important issue. I'm joking, but it's really serious. I understand health issues, and people need to be aware of their bodies.
Yep.
And not just men but women. And
what products they're using.
Yeah, well, and really, because it comes down to what are you using. You don't think about these things.
Yep.
Because it's just been so ingrained. These commercials we see on TV all the time, these ads. You see these happy women on the beach because they're using the right. That's like, really? Oh well.
But you know what? This is what I like about your show. Let me toot your horn. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
So I love that about your show, because you do bring up, and so Sheffy and I show is right one after the other, because speaking of which, that's my segue plug for you, that you're watching and listening to the Mia Connect Power Chat, but right after this, you're going to be watching this guy, which is Chef Dennis. But I love that your shows definitely have that full body thing too. You do a lot of different issues, a lot of health stuff, which I love, and then give a lot of people an opportunity on Google Plus to get their message out too. So we just served a ton of Kool-Aid to all these ladies, just so you know. So now they know they can have all these little shows too. So.
Yeah, and it's really easy once you get started and once you get moving on Google Plus. This format is just amazing for getting your message out, not just getting it out to your local area, but globally. That's when the really good stuff starts to happen.
Well, that is definitely what we're trying to do with what Leah is trying to do and is accomplishing, is bringing all these people together. It's big for being the first one, though. Yeah. That's what she said.
Oh my God, I could not believe it when I came in here. and it's a nice facility. The hotel, the Crown Plaza, is great.
Shout out to Crown Plaza, by the way.
Yeah, did a great job with this, and it's really been everyone's happy here. You know, I don't know what to expect coming to LA, actually. You know. Is it the good LA, or is it going to be the bad LA?
It's going to be the cray
It's going to be, and your little dog Toto too. I don't know, but
we never know that way.
everybody's been so nice here, and all the bloggers and all the brands have been so personable and friendly, and you know, just it's been a really good experience. And then getting to hear stuff firsthand, you know, it's like I've been living in the world.
Absolutely. No, not really. I think it's just that we're getting it all together. Hey, Debbie, do you have any more comments for us? It's 11:50. We're going to wrap up here. Nazim, did you have any more little shout-outs up in your world, brother man?
I'm doing fine. I mean, yeah, shout out to Elena Villamonti from Italy, she's in the house, and a couple of other people in there that, you know, we've already commented and said hello to.
Seriously.
See them here.
Is in fuego today. He's cracking me up. Alan Chong.
Here's one I have to bring up too.
Sheila Hunsley. Oh yeah, let me see.
Carmen Mandich. Just so Chef Dennis doesn't feel left out. In Spain, that time of the month is when the egg breaks. Thank you.
She's really bringing that up. Anybody else want to jump up and say hi for us? Okay, great. We're going to have, come on up. We talked to this guy yesterday. We've got just a few minutes. I would love to. And plus, your dress is adorable. You always look cute. You have the cutest thing on yesterday. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Okay, so tell us who you are and what you're all about.
I love this effect.
All right.
You got a tiara.
I'm Nicole McCann. I'm Food Campaigns Director at Green America, and I oversee our GMO Inside campaign. So that's what we're here promoting is our campaigns, and the one that we're really pushing is we've been calling on Starbucks to serve organic milk in stores since March. And we now have 150,000 petition signatures with help from our friends at Friends of the Earth and Food Democracy Now! And Organic Consumers Association, just to name a few. But we've heard nothing back from executives. After 150,000 petitions. That's a lot.
This is what Leah is talking about for everybody. I mean, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of patience on getting people fired up about it. Tell us why this is near and dear to your heart.
Well, there's a lot of issues that come with conventional dairy. So I'm creating some resources coming up to really explain Starbucks from crop to cup, the whole supply chain, why conventional dairy is a problem. There is the pesticides on the GMO crops that are then fed to animals, and the animal feed industry is the largest purchaser of GMO crops in the country. So it's not about what we're ingesting individually, it's about what is going into the animal industry.
That is a big point when you think about that. There's so many points of entry.
Right, exactly. So not only that, then the GMO crops are maintaining the factory farm system, CAFOs. So if we break that system, then we can alleviate the inhumane treatment of the animals. We can.
You guys know how I feel about that. Seriously, that's my cray point. This is what I think about. There's a lot of things that come up about that commercial farming. Whole different topic. We're definitely going to get into that. But I love that you're going for the big guys.
Right.
I mean, why not? Like, why not start at a big?
They're an industry leader. So everyone asks us, why Starbucks? Well, why Starbucks? Because they're an industry leader. If they make this commitment to organic dairy, it's going to have a ripple effect on the supply chain and competitors.
Now they are making strides in other areas. Are they using better sourcing for coffee and things like that?
That's debatable.
Okay.
They have a.
I guess I'd be filing our ish.
They don't have organic coffee. So that's another issue.
Yeah. So the sourcing of that too is really tough as well.
They've developed their own criteria for their sustainability. So that's a whole different bucket.
I can totally see that. I want to see if they have any comments in there too. Hey, tell us and so
our day of action.
Yeah, because I love.
Yeah. So on Sunday, that's in 2 days.
Yes.
We are taking over social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Google+.
Yep.
And you can download this flyer from our website. It's gmoinside.org/Starbucks. You can get this flyer. It has instructions on one side and the sign on the other. And we just want you to take a picture or a selfie, whichever you prefer.
Which we've done already.
Yes, I posted that yesterday.
Steph and I did that yesterday.
And make sure to use the hashtag #OrganicMilkNext. This is very important because we are trying to get an equal number of hashtags as we do petitions. So then we can go to Starbucks and say, 300,000 messages have been sent to you.
Right.
We need to make some changes. We need to shift this industry.
And that's which we love having you here at this conference too, because that's what each one of these things, whatever's near and dear to your heart, it's all easy to do, but it is the volume.
It's true. You need to have the quantifiable facts to go with the activism on the ground.
I hear it.
And then on Tuesday, we're having a Twitter party.
Yes.
So it's 5 p.m. Pacific time. I'm an East Coaster, so.
Yeah, I know. It's 3-hour difference just time.
Right,
So,
right.
Listen, put all that. We're going to show you. As you can see up here, that's what our event looks like. That's where everybody's commenting. This is the live line. We're giving them the Google treatment, you guys. They're getting the show from the front and the party in the back. Like, seriously, because we do. We got the whole thing running like woo, holla. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, the tiara, as you see how it just flips around too. So thank you so much for coming and talking to us. It was great to see you yesterday.
You want a T-shirt, so make sure to come by and get a T-shirt. Yeah.
Winning. Thank you so much.
Thank
All right,
you.
guys, we're at 11:55. Sheffy needs to start his show here in a minute. What do we got from Alan Chong? Looks like I'll be planning to go. Yes, you will. He's planning on going to Shiftcon in 2015. Hold on a second. Yeah. Jean Layton, real quick, darling, you want to come back? And we didn't even get to you because the sound was so tough, but how are you doing out there?
I'm good. The hard part is we're all on the same Wi-Fi, and that makes it difficult. But if I stay a couple of rooms away from you, it works.
Okay, awesome. And I was on that, but you're right, Sheffy's on that too. So, well, good, honey. We're gonna sign off here real quick, and we're gonna go back over to Sheffy's show. So we'll see you in a little bit. And then, guys, listen. Bye. We are actually going to be broadcasting our show. It is tomorrow, Saturday, our presentation. Jean Layton, myself, Sheffy, Amy Valpone. Oh my God, is she the cutest thing?
She is.
I'm going to put her in a baby sling.
There you go.
Carry her around. I'm actually carrying her around during the presentation. Just little Amy right here. We're going to be talking about Google Plus and, of course, talking about Hangouts. And we're going to broadcast it live so you get to peek in a little bit on it and see it. So that's it. Debbie, you always rock my world right up in there. Hi, girlfriend.
So glad to be here. So glad to be here.
Speaking of baby sling, I'm putting you in one next time for you too. I always say that. That's my little trick with you. Nazim, brother, thank you for not going to the country yet.
I know. It was a pleasure. It was well worth it. Happy to be here.
No, and thank you for I love having your feedback. You're the American in Italy. Our little expat. So, all right, guys, that's it. Sheffy, do you want to do a back crap crazy?
A back crap crazy. I am back crap crazy about Shiftcon and about learning more about how life really should be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's my back crap crazy.
You know what? And we're going to talk about that real quick. That was what you said last night. Like, how cool is it for you to get involved in this as a chef?
Yeah.
I mean, you can really make a difference. Plus, people listen to you.
Yeah, I do it kind of quietly. That's what it is. And I think sometimes it's we tend to walk away from people that are hammering us with stuff.
That's right.
Even if we want the message, just because it's how we've been trained since we were little to fight,
Mm-hmm.
No, that's the first word we really learn, right?
Yeah,
so
that's
what happens. So it's that soft message
mm-hmm.
that when we get them close enough.
Well, I'm going to walk softly. What do you think about me now?
I like that. Okay.
I just made that one up.
Gotcha.
My back crap crazy is definitely Leah Segedie, because that's why we're all here today. Girlfriend is the shiz button. So that is it. So Jean, come up back in. We're gonna we've got 2 minute show. How you doing with that?
I'm loading it right now.
Ladies, thank you everybody for coming and hanging out with us today
so
too.
much.
And one great live. Look at that. Hey doll. Phil joined us today. And brought me holla these because I feel fancy. All right, guys, that's it. We'll see you next time. I have Sarah Hill on next week too. I'm about ready to wet my pants. I'll talk to you about it soon. Bye, guys.
Me up.
And then I brought the glove in. The glove originates from here in Disneyland. That when Greg and I were here, I can't get over this thing. This way it's Hamburger Helper, right? It's definitely really good. So
I think we better keep it Mickey today. Hamburger Helper might
that'll get our butt.
Might have some GMOs in it. I don't know if they can spell GMO at Hamburger Helper.
I don't think so. They're like, what's GMO?
GMO. We don't got no GMO.
We don't put that in our food.
No mo GMO.
Exactly. Well, Nazim, we're going to talk about some of the guests that we had here because it's pretty interesting. We want to hear your Italian perspective of the food production in your country, and obviously we're a hot ass mess here in the States.
Well, it's funny that you bring that up because I just registered next month. There's a big Barilla Food Center conference over here, and I'm going to be attending it. and they're basically in Barilla, which is the people that make the pasta over here.
A
Whole Foods convention where they're going to be talking about, the approach towards a different type of, good foods to have involved in not only pasta, which is quite interesting.
I love it. So yeah, so you definitely, I knew we brought you in for a reason. Definitely. And look, I think Jean Layton is out in the crowd. Now let me see. I think we might. Can you unmute yourself now, girlfriend? Hey, unmute yourself, girlfriend. You're actually filed in under Mia, which is awesome. You came in as me.
I like being. See, you always say I'm Mia and you're not, and guess what? Today I am.
And can I talk about how much hurl I've been getting? Hashtag hip, hashtag hurl. Hangouts in real life has been crazy fun, insane. Debbie and I got to hang out last week. We've had so much action with Larry Fernelier. That sounded weird, but you know what I mean.
I did, and I just heard from Larry this morning. He's on his way up to Steamboat. He's loving Colorado. I'm trying to talk him into moving here.
We should, and I'll tell you what he'll have to do is I'll have to get a common law marriage between Greg and myself and Larry. Yes, those two have been hitting it hardcore at my house while I've been gone. Maggie in Soweto, who's here, says, Larry calls her and says, guess where I'm at? I'm at Mia's house. He's like, but Mia's in L.A. She's like, does she know you're at her house? And then Chef is going to actually, has been now commissioned to come and stay at our house, too.
Yeah, I got a really cute message on Facebook that there was an urgent message for me on Google Plus telling me that I've been booked next week in the Colorado house to cook.
Yes, you've been told. You've been summoned. So what else do we have going on? And then we decided to ship in some Milan. What's up, Brother Nazim? Hi, darling.
Hey, thanks for the invite. I'm just enjoying the fact that you guys in the same room and the Tiara's doing this on Chef back and forth, and it's cracking.
So I'm going to be talking to the brands and give them some of mine. So we're going to be sharing Kool-Aids.
We did. So so far we have Farmbox LA. How much do we love that gal from Farmbox?
Oh, yeah.
Shut the front door. She is going to really rock out with doing.
She's so good.
So, and I'm going to be doing a lot of interviews. Between Chef and I and Jean, we're going to be doing a lot of interviews with brands as well. We have Dr. Bronner's, Soap, Stonyfield Farm. Gary Hirschberg spoke last night. Oh, my God, my new boy crush. Dig that guy.
He was amazing.
He really was.
Yeah.
He recently was in Colorado, actually, working with Governor Hickenlooper, our governor, and he's very much involved. So go and check them out. Who else do we have that's here?
Oh, we'll have
Applegate,
Organic Valley. There was a raw milk guy.
The raw milk guy. We're gonna try and bring him on as well.
Molly Suds.
Happy Hoo Hoo.
Yeah, the Happy Hoo Hoo. Gotta love that.
I mean, really.
I better stop. I'm just gonna stop because I'll only get in trouble.
And you know what's fun? Is to watch Nazim and Debbie in the audience in our film strip, laughing their full heads off. So let me introduce the folks that are here in the film strip as well. Miss Debbie, as always, is coming through. Look how popular Chef is, getting phone calls during the show.
No, sorry. I'm sorry. That's not answer the hang. I got
And my phone's ringing too. That's even better. Debbie is here. Yay! Clap, 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 clap. People, can you take it? Because guess what? I'm sitting here, and Chefy's right here. We've been doing this. We've been doing Clinkies. All kinds of good fashion of things. It is awesome. Yay.
Actually ate together. We've been in the same room together. It's just been amazing.
We went and worked the floor at Shiftcon, which is where we are, by the way. Welcome, welcome. We are live in LA. We are at the Crown Plaza, LAX. We're at Shiftcon. This is Chef Dennis. I'm Mia Voss. You're watching the Mia Connect Power Chat. Yeah, so we worked the floor. We did. We looked like the Jerry Maguire scene.
We were.
Just like hitting it, the comedy team.
That's it.
That was us. So,
I
hey,
even
guys.
got to try the nipple butter.
I can't. Everybody's just dying in here. And we actually have folks who came to see us. I'm gonna turn it around. Hey, oh, look at how the tiara's going. Bill, One Great Life came to see us live. Joanne Woolley is here also. I'm trying to get the tiara to flip over to you. Yay. All right, intro, please.
Shelly from True Moon.
Yes, Shelly is.
You're going to make Chef really uncomfortable.
And look at Jean Layton is over in the corner.
Take more than
Hey,
that.
girl! So, as you guys know, we are here live at Shiftcon, which is one of the first eco-wellness conferences. Leah Segedie has rocked out with her sock out and put this whole thing together. It is amazing, is it not?
It is incredible. I cannot believe the amount of people, the amount of brands, and how happy everyone is. I think there's something to eating healthy.
Yeah, there is. And even the wine is good.
Yeah.
The wine is organic, and everything that we've been ingesting. I got up early and went to yoga. Somebody didn't.
I slept in. I thought it was Yoga Bear. I'm sorry.
Well, listen, there's a 5K run tomorrow, and what is it you want to bring?
A bucket of chicken.
Probably KFC, too, which would really get you mauled by
There we
people. Mobbed and not in a good way.
No.
At all. So yeah, guys, let's get to your comments. We want to we're going to tell you about the speakers that are here today too. Oh, hold on one second. We're actually, look how cool this is. We've got a whole setup. Look, that's how we look, by the way. We're on the big screen.
I can't switch on the big screen without the 20-second delay.
Oh no, that's okay. Yeah, as long as we've got it muted. So
yeah.
So one of the reasons why we're here is that Chef Dennis and myself and Jean Layton and Amy Valpone, who is with the Healthy Apple, right, Jean? Mm-hmm. We're going to be speaking about Google Plus tomorrow.
Could be cream.
You do have the cream. That's awesome. This is good. There's going to be so many snapshots I can't even tell you. Yeah, this is what it's like with me and Greg, the Fighting Crown. So we're going to be talking about Google Plus tomorrow. Actually, Sheffy's going to be presenting to a lot of the brands today about. You're going to be serving up the Kool-Aid, ain't you?
That's it. I've got the Kool-Aid. I actually drank some of the Kool-Aid last night.